We're going to be talking about the World Cup. I'm in a great mood because Belgium won today.
Again?
Yeah, they did. They beat Brazil. That's not what we're going to be talking about. So, a male reporter was forcibly kissed by female fans, and this caused a debate about sexual harassment. So the reporter was from South Korea, and he was grabbed and kissed by 2 Russian women. We have video. Let's take a look.
선전이 돋보였습니다. 러시아 상트페테르부르크에서 MBN 뉴스 정광열입니다.
So this started a debate on Weibo, which is a social media sharing forum. One user saying, why is this not sexual harassment? Another going on, this is sexual harassment, K thanks, bye. There was a debate surrounding it. Someone countered saying, sexual harassment is behavior that happens when the other person doesn't consent to it, but look at how happy he is afterwards. A lot of people on the forum were saying they feel like this would have been covered differently had it been a female reporter. Now, unfortunately, we actually have incidents of that from the World Cup of female reporters being groped and kissed and harassed on the job. So let's take a look at a video of this. This is coming from Juliette Gonzalez.
Del mundial, por supuesto, es un ambiente soñado para cualquier fanático del mundo.
So she actually carries on. I watched that full segment. It's about 4 minutes long, 4 to 6 minutes long. She carries on like an absolute professional, though later she did issue not an apology. She said, we do not deserve this treatment. We are equally valuable and professionals. I share the joy of football, but we must identify the limits of affection and harassment. Now, the assailant in that video did issue an apology, saying that he offers his most profound apologies and that he didn't realize that it would cause you confusion and shock. And I know your job is very hard. All of this. So breaking this down, the 2 different instances, you guys all saw the videos. How do you reconcile this? Where do you lie on this issue?
Oh, he didn't realize grabbing her boob might confuse her.
Right.
Well, look, there's that argument with the first South Korean reporter. Oh, he smiled, that's consent. No, smiling is not consent. Unless it's expressed, it's not consent. And I can't speak for him, but I know my culture, sometimes smiling is something you do when something is awkward and confusing and you're trying not to make things worse. But maybe we shouldn't be doing that, like how she kept going on and on with her 4-minute segment, pretending it didn't happen. Maybe we should be calling this stuff out. It's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, like you said, your culture, I totally hear you on that. I put myself in this situation that was me and someone came up to me and kissed me on camera without my consent. I mean, I don't think I would have, I wouldn't portray that or interpret that as harassment or assault. Personally, the female reporter, absolutely. When you're grabbing other parts of the body, holding on to those parts of the body for an extended period of times, yes, but it's like, where's the middle ground, you know?
Don't touch someone when they're reporting.
Keep your hands to yourself, and not just when you're reporting, just keep your hands to yourself, period. The other thing that I was thinking about, it was the reason men don't feel as uncomfortable with those things happen to them because they don't have to walk down the street constantly worrying about being groped, assaulted, and raped. It's not the reality of a man. And still with that, I still don't condone somebody walking up to somebody and kissing somebody because they think it's cool. I don't think it was cool for those women to do that to them. That is sexual harassment because like she said, consent is consent. Consent is not a smile, it's not a shrug, it's not it. Consent is yes or no. And I think it's inappropriate. I think people need to learn to keep their hands to themselves. And I agree with you more than anything. I love millennial women because they go out and they are like punch you in the throat. Until you start calling out this behavior, I don't mean physically.
No, I mean, but like we've been taking it on the chin and we've been trying to take the higher ground. And has it worked for us? No. It hasn't, so maybe it is time to say, that's not right, you shouldn't be doing that.
It's happening in Brazil.
And I think we can deal in absolutes in this case. Like I hear what you're saying, are you looking for like a middle ground, but for me, watch both tapes, I'm like both wrong, both not okay, and we should be speaking out against it, which is why I thought it was really, I don't know, sometimes I worry about how we cover the harassment of men and how we say like, oh, take it like a man or boys will be boys or that sort of thing.
That's
and I think
sexism too.
I think that's sexism as well, and I think that's absolutely wrong, which is why I was so impressed with the dialogue that we saw on Weibo, which is a social media forum I'm not familiar with, that they were calling this out pretty decisively and swiftly following the reporting, saying that's not okay. And I think dealing in those absolutes will lead to progress, because we have to draw those lines.
Because the guys who have that mentality will justify doing it to a woman because that man smiled.
Right.
And they take the wrong messages. So we have to draw the line and say, and I agree, I think being complacent and being complicit at this point. You gotta go. We have to stop.
There's an initiative in Brazil called Let Her Work, where 52 female journalists are doing just that, spreading the message that this is not okay. Because your question was, why didn't she on camera say, listen, what just happened is effed up. So,
well, I can see why she didn't, because you try to be professional,
Absolutely.
but it's also, you know, what is the right time to say what?
Right, well that's what this Let Her Work is trying to do, at least. It's equivalent to the Me Too movement, if you will, but it's a start somewhere.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber, and second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.